amigas, interweb persons of all sorts. My name is Host Eric, and I'm the nice old man with whom you're going to do some important tasks today. I've got important tasks to do. You've got important tasks to do. Let's do them together. I will encourage you, as your presence will encourage me. And together, we will accomplish harmony, community, wonderfulness, productivity, joy, and everything else that's good, including a cure for cancer and prosperity for all. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, I'll admit it. Not the last two. We're not going to get a cure for cancer or prosperity for all. But what we are going to do is accomplish a thing or two around here, okay? First and foremost, let me tell you that we're getting a poster together, getting a poster ready for the rental property. And we have generated the poster, but we need a couple of pictures of it. You're right, Winston's mom. I'll admit, calling myself that is purely for YouTube views reasons. It seems to perhaps do a little better than titled without that in the video. In this case, it says nice old man, right? Which I'm really kind of playing up the I'm your friendly grandpa who will help you get a few things done, kind of thing. Is that really who I am at all? No. Will there be glitter? No, but there does need to be some pictures. So I'll show you. I had Jim and I help me generate this, and then I edited it some. This it is home available for rent, Jersey-Dale. And all the info you need, So what we need now for that poster is we need some pictures of the house. So we're going to go get some pictures of the house in a second. Hi to Huela Particular. Hi, Simple Girl. Good day to you. We've got the drapes here, which we'll take over there. There's a couple things I still need to do there. Is that what it says, home? Huh. I actually wrote that part. Yeah. Anyway, I thought Jim and I did a pretty good job. I was pleased by his performance. But of course, it did not provide me with pictures of the house. This is my channel. Well, I'm Iago. Oh, hey. Hey there. Did you publish the my meow? Of our meow? I'm curious to see it. So for those who don't know, Iago interviewed me not long ago. And to Huela Particular. Let's see if he published my meow yet. No, he did not, I don't think. Does not appear so. Most recent thing is 12 days ago. Well, I don't know what he's doing. He's just dragging his feet. I'm going to subscribe to you, even though you probably speak most of your stuff in Spanish. My Spanish is pretty good. Oh, you're translating it. I see. Jab, check, right hook, left, uppercut. Should I keep spending my baby mama's money or get a job? I'd say go ahead and get a job. If those are your two choices. Hi, Shailesh Pandy. And hi, Manohar. Nice to see you. Today, we are getting a few things done. Thanks, Shailesh Pandy. Particularly, we are going over to the other house, and we are taking some pictures of it. I'm taking the drapes over there. Also, a couple of other things I want to take over there. I'm from Mariposa, California. Plaza Peace says, I want to donate $50, but how? Well, you can super chat if you'd like. Oh, that'd be appreciated for sure. You could become a member of the channel. Can I trip it once? What does trip it once mean? I've been subscribing to muscles and abs today. What do you do, sir? Well, what we're about to do today, that task is go over to our other property and take some pictures of it because we're putting it up for rental, month-to-month rental, and we're making a couple of basically flyers, 8.5 by 11 size posters that we're going to put on a couple of community places. Well, would you look at this? What have we here? DMV. What do you want, DMV? You want to tell me to register my car again? Really? But do I have to? $209. Okay, $209. You can do it online. I'll do it online. That's not that bad. $209 for my car registration. Could be worse, Oh, this is the worst looking hat I ever saw. You mean that you've ever seen? Well, when you buy a hat like that, I bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh? Actually, this hat was a gift. I didn't purchase it for myself. I personally am fond of it, though. I will do so in a second. Michael Patrick Bernier, 420. I'm just getting some things here from inside the house. Did I list the square footage of the rental house? No, I did not. How do I explain TI Polar to my ENFP brother? He's curious to know. Just tell him that you basically never understand when it's appropriate to use black and white thinking, and that when it is appropriate to use black and white thinking, you'll find it extremely difficult to do so. That would be the way to explain it that he will understand best, probably. Okay. Am I fine? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. We will be taking a trip over to the other house in the little wilderness car in a little while. But before we do that, let me put this mail over here. And let me throw the trash mail away. Okay. I'd wear that rocker hat lame. It's 70s. What rocker hat? I don't. Would you like me to? I have many hats that I could wear. How many beers have I had? 0 beers. I do not drink alcohol. Shalish pandy. So I'm very aware of how I sound because I have actually been doing this YouTube channel steadily for 10 solid years. So, I've got a pretty good grasp on how I sound. Pretty good grasp, I'd say, yeah. There we go. Am I a Christian? I do self-identify as a Christian. Hi, Tommy Temper. Yes, I also have not had any alcohol in over 10 years, so we want to see you Zoom. I'm not sure what that means, but what we will be doing shortly, when my wife is done getting ready, is we will be going to the other house. We'll be taking these grapes with us, along with a couple other things from the garage. So let's get the keys to the little wilderness car and let's get that stuff ready in anticipation of our journey. Okay? Here are the keys we need. We found them here, and we will continue forward in our task completion activities. You can complete tasks right alongside me if you'd like. Whether you self-identify as the tooth fairy or not. It means, can you cook? I can cook fine. I mean, I would say I am the primary preparer of cooked foods in the house, although my wife will certainly prepare me like frozen foods and stuff if I request. She's a wonderful lady filled with wonderful parts of her being, ranging from her body to her mind to her spirit. The dog over there making some noises. All right, let's get a couple of things from here, shall we? And put them in the back of the little wilderness car. Hi, the unlucky charm. What?
Hi.
Yeah, I think these are more curtains, right?
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm going to put them in the back of the little wilderness car one at a time here. Nice weather. We are having wonderful weather today. It's quite comfortable outside. And pleasing. We do have some out-of-town visitors staying at the house over there right now, which is why there's unusual dog noises. And some of the houses around here, a fair number of them are vacation rentals. So. All right, there goes one thing of meows. Now watch as I get the other thing of meows. Okay, now we'll put this in the back of the little wilderness car. Oh, I had so many dreams of smoking cigarettes last night. I dreamt a lot of it. I dreamt of my dad last night too. I don't remember the exact specifics of it, but I had some very vivid dreams last night. Which is not particularly normal for me. I'm not a huge dreamer. Unlike, what's his name? John Lennon. Apparently he was a dreamer. Or was I ever in an episode of The Twilight Zone? No. Mac identifies as gender non-conforming. My pronouns are him, sir, he, ma'am. Is she your wife? The woman that you will see shortly is indeed my wife. I will show you the weather, yes. Where am I going? I'm going to the other house because we need to take some pictures of it. You make an excellent point, Ruben. A good John Lennon quote is, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. ... Just leave the ... off, or two of the dots off, and just put one of the dots. It's fine." Thanks, Maria. I got this as a gift from Winston's mom, the person right above you in the chat. You may say, Eric, why are you trying to show us so much cleavage? Well, the answer is I have got this clip here to hold my pants up, along with this here to hold my pants up, because I am suffering from high hip syndrome. High hip syndrome makes you have your pants fall down a lot. So, right, it suggests the other two. Right, you're just ellipticizing your ellipses into the most efficient form of it, a single dot.
Are we going to the mailbox?
No, I got, the mail was here.
Oh, okay.
I got it. It included those drapes, and it also included my car registration and some junk mail. That's it. Were you expecting something?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Are you ready? Do you have your phone? We're gonna need to take pictures with your phone since I'm streaming.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll get there, and then you can kind of film me and walk down the hill and take a picture from the outside, and then I'll take a couple pictures inside.
Should we sweep?
No.
No.
We'll just take pictures, a couple of pictures. They don't have to be great.
Basic, okay.
And we'll just put it up and we'll see what kind of response we get.
Okay.
If we don't get any response or anything, or people come look at it and they're like, then maybe we'll adjust accordingly.
Okay. Did you take the other box too of the... Oh yeah, both of them. Okay.
I sure did. I do have an Instagram, and it is Host Eric, but I don't use it very often. In part because, from what I can tell, you really need to use Instagram from your phone. It's not designed to be used from your computer. I don't like that. Like, it would be nice if I could YouTube live stream and it would automatically Instagram live stream concurrently, you know? And TikTok live stream concurrently. That would be nice.
Oh, that would be nice.
I wouldn't have to think about anything, just do it by itself.
Then you can live stream on all platforms.
Yeah. Does Twitter have a live stream?
I don't think so.
Does anybody call it X?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
All right, wait. There's something else I need to bring over there.
Should we bring drinks?
We should bring drinks.
Okay. Would you like water?
Where's that paint leftover paint? Oh, it's right here, I think? Do I want water?
Yeah, would you like...
water would be great.
Okay, I'll be right back.
That's not it. It's white. Well, where did I put it, is the question. It might already be over at the other house. That's possible. Beginning to seem likely, even. It must already be at the other house. I don't know where else I would have put it. So, okay, fine. It's at the other house. So, welcome to those of you who are just arriving, who've never been here before. Hi K9. My name is Host Eric, and I am the nice old man who's going to help us all get things done today. Where are you going, sir? We're going just down the street, and we will be disconnected briefly while we drive down the street. But we will be reconnected when we get to the other house and we get on their Wi-Fi. Thank you so much, my darling.
You're welcome.
What a wonderful lady you are.
For a wonderful man.
I got the garage door opener. We'll need this.
Yeah, we will.
What my father would have called the twanger. Do I go to church? No. I'm basically operating a church here on YouTube all the time. Everything I say is a sermon about the world. hear some other voice. Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
I had to get a new way of saying hello. So
I like that. I like hi, everybody. Hi, McKenna. All right, here we go. It's not a cult, Goblin. It's a church of goodness, righteousness, and truth. Okay? Sometimes that righteousness and truth relates to God directly, sometimes indirectly. But you know what? It's all golden bricks flying from my mouth. And you're welcome. So, anyway, you're going to be disconnected for about a minute, minute and a half here.
do you mind if I just peek into the mailbox just to make sure that I want to see
Hop back, go see.
if there's any bills?
Of course, we don't have a key to the mailbox with us right now, so it doesn't matter what she sees because we're not going to be able to open the mailbox. All right, nothing in the mailbox.
Nothing in the mailbox.
What is your name? My name is Eric, host Eric of Talking with Famous People, and I'm the nice old man with whom you are going to be doing a task today. Except for about the next minute to minute and a half, you're going to be without connectivity to me as they go from one Wi-Fi to another. Again, no bars back here, so that's life. Prepare yourselves for a moment of, oh, what's happening? Don't panic. Everything's going to be fine.
Stick with it.
Okay. We're back. Now, before we do anything else, Rachel, can you give me your phone and then film me taking a picture down there?
Sure. Let me get the camera set up for you.
Thank you. And you go and grab that and do it as you see fit.
Do you want me to get out of the way?
No, you're fine. Okay. Let me just see what I'm pretty sure we'll use the vertical one.
Yeah.
Okay, now we gotta go inside the house and take some pictures in there. Probably just have a picture of like, gotta get the kitchen and the living room kind of all in one picture. We probably won't have room for more than like 2 pictures on there, right?
Yeah, I was thinking 2 pictures.
So we were gone, but we made it back. They fixing to get it on in the barn. We're not fixing to get anything on in any barn, okay? My Instagram is host Eric. We're going to need to use a key to open this door, which I have right here. Okay. Looks like a rental, smells like a rental. I think we should get picture of the kitchen that includes the stove and the washer and dryer, you know? And
Horizontal?
I think vertical, because we're going to try to fit maybe 3 pictures total on, you know?
Okay. Where am I? Like that?
Yeah, try not to get that in the picture. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And then let's get one of, well, if we're going to have this TV in the picture, then we'll have to leave this TV here. I don't know if we want to do that or not.
I've been debating. I'm like, maybe I should take advantage of it.
Okay.
And put it back in the bedroom.
Okay, cool. So why don't we take this TV back?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's all right.
I think it's a good idea. That's why it says on the thing, furnished, not fully furnished. Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, take a picture of that right there. Let me move this out of the way. Try to get this couch too. Actually, maybe from over here. Let me see. Like, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good job, yeah. Let me see if. No, you did it pretty well. I don't know if you could do it a lot better than that. Sure, I guess maybe try a horizontal one from here.
Horizontal?
Let me get out of your way. Maybe we should get one of. I mean, we don't know exactly which ones we're gonna use, but maybe we should get one of the deck, like this.
Horizontal or?
I'd say vertical for this one. Let me go back inside something out of the picture. And then, like, maybe a picture of the master bedroom. Excellent work, Rachel.
Thank you, thank you.
I was silent as she was taking the pictures because it required so much concentration. I guess you could take a picture of the backyard here. So maybe make it so you can see it's like through the window a little bit.
It seems like that seems.
I mean, sure, that looks great, but I'm saying you want to make it clear that this is like looking out the backyard window or something.
Oh, so you want the window frame in it?
Maybe not the whole window frame, but just like, yeah, we'll go a little bit more this way. Like that.
Okay.
Oops. My front pants keep uppers have unclipped.
Oh.
That's fine. I've got back pants keep uppers too. It's double protection.
Back pants and front pants keep uppers. That's what they really should call them.
It's a little bit warm in here.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to survive.
Do you think the paint could be here?
Yeah, that's where I think it is. I didn't see it at home. I think it must be in this closet. Or is it in there somewhere? Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. Like he gave it to me and I put it someplace. I might not have left it over here. It might be at the other house. But it's not like I threw it away. I used to look more and figure out what I did with it, I guess. How good is this vacuum, I wonder? We don't need it at our house, but I just am I'm a bit of a vacuum fan. All right, well. All right, so later on, let's come back and put up the drapes and stuff, but you want me to bring this back with us?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be right now, whenever you're done.
Well, if you carry this, I'll bring that back with us. Okay. You're showing you.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. You're showing you.
I definitely did not mean to.
You were aware you were.
No, I wasn't.
Oh wait, I didn't put that in there. Alright. Look here. Rachel, come over here and look at the camera. What do I have here almost like I planned it? These bungee cords.
Oh, yeah. Ow.
Sorry, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
If you go to the other side if you want. We'll get safer.
There you go.
Alright. Now let me take these and put them just inside the hut. Okay.
Is there any chance that the paint's in one of those cabinets?
gotta be at home somewhere.
Okay.
It's gotta be in the garage someplace, I guess. Not there, no. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
Is there an upstairs? Hi from San Diego. Is it hot over here? It is pretty hot, yeah. Now that we're outside moving around a little bit, feels pretty hot, but it's not blazing hot. If I find a blue and red, orange, and yellow sock, let me know. You must be retired. I'm kind of retired, yeah. Well, the thing is, it's a month-to-month rental, Winston's mom, so they can bring their own TV, you know? We advertised it as furnished, but not as fully furnished. I'm just reading the chats right now before we go back to the other house. We've got a TV in the back now. We've unloaded our drapes. We've taken the necessary pictures for the rental poster. Now we're going to go home. We're going to put those pictures into the rental poster, and we're going to print out a few copies of it. And then, if we're really feeling productive, we'll end this stream and go put those posters up places, you know. Yeah, month to month, bring your own TV.
Yeah.
BYOT.
It's like lucky that there's actually as much furniture as there is.
Right, it's got new washer and dryer. It's got fancy stove. You know, it's got what do you want in the kitchen? The kitchen's got better stove than our kitchen even. You know, and I think it's one of those 6 burners ones, right?
Yeah.
So you know, it's missing things like I don't know, air conditioning.
Yeah.
But we could put in a window unit.
It seems like a lot of places around here don't have air conditioning. Like our neighbors that are selling their house, they don't have air conditioning.
I think we'll see who we deal with, right? You know, it's like if for some people it's a deal breaker and they're the people we want, then if we toss in putting in a window unit before they move in, then they're the ones that we're going to get, then we'll do that.
Yeah.
You know? We just got to kind of play it by ear. Anyway, now that we've completed our task over here, it's time for us to drive back over to the other house. If you were here during that's a good idea, Ruben. I'll do that. If you are, yeah, it's possible, Winston's mom. We'll just see how it plays out. If you were here before, you know, you're going to be disconnected for us for a brief bit. Rachel and I will miss you just as much as you miss us, I assure you, okay?
We will.
So if you want to stick around for just about 2 minutes, what you're going to find is that we reappear at the other house. Thanks, Manohar. I try to be a good person. I'm the nice old man, okay? That's my job, being a nice old man. All right, here we go. Off into the distance to the other house. I'll let you look straight ahead, okay? I'll let you be as tall as a real person almost. Okay, well, I guess I'll put you up here then. There. Rachel will hold you. She'll hold you in her loving arms. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Whee! Game show.
Oh.
Okay, so what are we looking to do here now? What we're looking to do here now to get this, and I'm going to go through the front door.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. Which I believe is unlocked. There. Okay. Now we're back home, where it's nice and cool. It's very warm over there. All right, let's, I think it's funny how he lives in a pristine forest, but he's like timid and scared of nature. Who, me? I don't think I'm timid and scared of nature.
No, you're not.
I just don't like discomfort, you know. That's not timidity, that's just good common sense. Okay. So, fine. Let's sit down. Let's look at some pictures now. Rachel, can you go to your phone and make sure those pictures are uploaded to Google Photos?
Sure thing.
I will sing songs, yes, Man of Horror, if you'd like me to. I will. Let me just finish up this task and then I'll sing a song or two, okay? I can sing you, let's see. Nobody's at the rental place here, Lamb. It's just sitting there idle, costing money and waiting for me to finish doing these tasks. So we're really accomplishing something that's been long in the mix today. Well, that's why we went to take pictures. Let me show you here, Lamb. I have got the following, like, poster, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, ready for putting up, but it just needs pictures in it. So, get away. What you will see, it says here, home available for rent, Jersey-Dale, property description. It includes a bunch of information like that, right? All the information you need to rent the place. But what this poster needs is some pictures. And then we're going to print it out and we're going to put it on some local community boards. And then, depending on if we get, what kind of a response we get, we need to get like a rental application form that they can complete. Like I could email to them or something. And then we'll have to run some kind of checks, I guess. Just Google them, really.
Okay, I sent them to you.
All right, cool. So we're going to find these pictures of the house. And we're going to put them into the poster, which will sharing. Sharing is caring. That's what they say. That's what I say as well. Okay, so I want to insert a photo here by meowing and then insert an image from photos. Save. Okay. Now, let's try again. Insert image photos. No.
What the deuce?
Okay. Now, photos. But why didn't it save the ones I just told it to save? Sharing. Just photos. I said save. Unable to add. Why unable to add? Why is it unable to add? What are you talking about? How is that possible? Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, what the actual fuck?
No.
Those are all by accident.
Okay, now let's see what happens when I insert image from photos.
Here we go.
There we go. Okay. Let's go with this photo, this photo, let's see many photos. These are also way too big. So what I want to do is make it smaller. Smaller. I want to crop it. How do I crop it? Crop image. Okay. Good.
O'Hara says, "Sir, talk to us."
Sorry, man, O'Hara. I forgot I was live streaming. I got caught up doing this task and forgot entirely that I was streaming. That'll happen sometimes, you know.
Phil McCracken says, "What's up, brother?"
Not a whole hell of a lot. Just doing some actual work for a change. Getting something done that needs to be done. And I'll show you what I'm doing up here. That's what I should have done a long time ago. I should have just shown you what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll show you in a second. Here. I'm trying to put these pictures in this poster. And let me put it like this so you can see what I'm doing. I got the pictures here and I'm putting them into the poster. I think what I'll do is try to move this one there. Put it like there, you know.
Yeah.
And see, then makes me think maybe I can fit them all in one row. Obviously, I'm going to need to make this go down a little bit more. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then for this property description, put that right there. Let me pull back so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. And let me make this a little bit meower. There. And let me move it a little bit more this way. There.
Phil McCracken says, "Looks like a vacation house. LOL, beautiful."
Thanks. I could put more picture here. Let's see if I got another one.
The bedroom.
Bedroom, right. Okay. This one. Okay. Well, let's put it in.
Winston's mom says that advertisement is looking good.
Thanks, Winston's mom. Okay, insert, image, photos. Yeah. Insert. Now, I need to make this a lot smaller.
Would you like a cup of noodles?
I would, thank you. That'd be wonderful. And I think we'll crop this like so. Crop it like so. Let me make this a little wider. A little bit less wide. Right there. Okay. Guess that's fine. Oops, undo. Crop that. Now we'll make it a little smaller. We can put it behind Tim, so then we'll put it over here. Make that go over there a bit more. Make that go over there a bit more. Yeah, like so. Make this bigger. Yeah, and we'll yeah like so. Then we'll put this meow here. We'll put this meow here. And now, oops. All right, so for this, we'll just make it heading 2.
No, that looks nice.
Thanks. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's not exactly perfect, but it's fine. All right, I think we could print it out. What do you think? Think it's ready to print?
What do the people say? Do they think it's ready to print? I can't tell.
This is for specifically for putting up at like local community posted boards, like outside the Boot Jack liquor store, outside the supermarket. We're asking if we could put it up, on the community board near concierge.
Okay.
Any other place that it's okay to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking, Akeisha, I was thinking there was something off with the border too.
The border?
Oh no, Oh, she's saying to make the border. Like I was thinking, have property description centered. Yeah.
Property description like that.
Yeah.
We can move this one over here a bit. Move that down so it's even with those. What do you think?
That's nice.
We could move this so it's like this. We could move this so it's like this. What do you think? Or we could do the following thing, which might be better. Since the kitchen we're showing it's got good appliances, let's put this here. Let's put this here and make it bigger.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I agree.
It
All
all
right.
fits on one.
It all fits on one. Occasionally saying make the title more splashy.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I guess the way I had it before was fine.
Maybe bold.
Could bold it. We could make it a different font. Let's see. Impact.
Mm.
If it was gonna be impact, get rid of the bold because it's already boldy.
Yeah.
Comforta.
It's kind of nice. Whoa.
Bold. Maybe I get rid of available. Home for rent. Yeah, that's much better. Getting rid of the available. Get rid of remove these extra things here. There. Okay, I think this looks pretty darn good. I think I'm gonna maybe, oops. Okay. Do that, do that. Go a little bit bigger. And I think it's looking good. I really do. Let's take a look at it and see what you guys think.
Yeah.
Give a gander to the whole muggity. Pull back so it fits into the screen properly. Let me view full screen. And let me unview full screen. Let me look at it at about 75%. Now let me look at it full screen. Needs to be a little smaller than 75%. Let's look at it at 50%. And we'll get it right in screen. There's the whole thing. It says at the top, home for rent, Jersey-Dale. You got 3 pictures, and it says property description, rent and utilities, additional information, and I guess really this should be there. In which case this should be a little bit bigger. Scoot it over a little bit more like this, I guess.
Some girl says looks great, Eric.
Thanks. Okay. So now we got it there. We could underline this. I get what Acacia's saying. Could be bigger, maybe. Okay, that's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's done. I think it's fine. Now it's time to print. So to print, we have to turn on the printer first. For those of you who've never printed before, we have the Gutenberg style printing press that we use to print our things. It's a little slower than your modern printers maybe. But, you know, we're like off the grid kind of people. We do things the old fashioned way. You know, the reason it's so cool in this house is not because we have central air conditioning. It's because of my primitive cooling system that utilizes the natural energies of the earth to make things cool. The electricity that used here in this printer is generated by the natural habits of squirrels running around the house nearby, stepping on little teeny electrical conversion things I have set up all over the place. You'd mentioned the sweltering heat. Let's not mention the sweltering heat, I think. Let's avoid mentioning that. Okay. Printer, oh so fine. Print it correctly this one time.
Firmware update is available from firmware update in the settings menu. Updating it may clear certain problems.
So can you just push OK? Alright. Now let me print this. I'm going to print this thing all night.
Good boy.
Let's take a look at one copy of it in color first, and then we'll see if we want to continue in that fashion. I believe we have fresh ink of all colors, so we should be okay printing in color. Even though normally that's a recipe for disaster, you know. Your favorite musical was Jesus Christ Superstar with Barbra Streisand playing Jesus Christ. That was a particularly unusual production of Jesus Christ Superstar. See how it looks.
It looks good. I mean, is it big enough for people to read?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Okay. I think it's a good poster. I'm very impressed, actually. I think, hey, wow, I had no idea getting up today that this was going to get accomplished. You don't think it's easy enough to read? Well, I could. It does have a lot of information on it. I could. Get rid of this last sentence here. Okay. Now, I could make these ones bigger. A little bit like.
Ruben says it should be immediately obvious what it is from several feet away.
Well, you know what, Ruben? If ifs and shoulds were candy and wood, we'd all make cabinets out of Hershey's. Put twice monthly. Should be shorter.
Ruben says, okay, you hit your threshold. Can you at least send me the doc and go
Sure.
take that now?
All right, I just sent it to you, Ruben. If you want to, and you're an editor, okay? I'm just going to sit here, relax, eat my cup of noodles. If you want to do something to it, you be my guest. You be my breast. Be my breast, be my breast. Made of real gorilla chest. At least I just throw this one away. It's all trash now. Thanks for the cup of noodles, darling.
You're welcome.
You know what you are? You're like a cup of noodles for my heart. Well, shit. They want to know price, bedrooms, bathrooms. Rachel, we did have fun, some deep talks, a weird atmosphere overall.
Oh.
For what? For when?
She's hanging out with her friend.
Which friend? A friend in real life? You're hanging out with somebody in Europe, a real life European? Well, that's always going to be weird. Like two people alive in the same space? That's weird. I did a terrible job of eating this. Okay, let's try it again. This is one of nature's most delicious foods. Cup of noodles. Ruben, you're just making jokes. Okay, there's no poop the bad involved here. Ruben wrote here, well maintained 3-bedroom, poop the bed, no problem, 1-bedroom rental property. No, Ruben, that's not part of the poster. Get rid of your poop stuff. Let's see what Ruben's doing. Making the pictures big. Now he's making it small again. Enjoy the shadow and can you decrypt me? Can you decrypt me? It's a good question. You totally break my encryption. It's not like I only had cup of noodles. 2 days in a row. Ruben's struggling to make any improvements. He's like, actually, this is fine. You know what did I get myself into here? I should have just kept my fucking mouth shut. That's what Ruben's saying right now. Huh, Ruben? Huh. This is Zillow's page on the rental house. I want to see what Zillow's page on the rental house says. What sport is this that they're playing? Oh, they already even had pictures in here. Doesn't look quite the same. Why can't you just use these pictures? Well, we were planning on, we were planning on going and putting them some places or something, I think.
Yeah. Should we use some of the Zillow pictures?
We could. It doesn't look exactly the same as it did in those pictures, but
Yeah.
so anyway, we are making some progress. I thought like, wow, we're done. Of course, Ruben's right. Too much text, too much information. They don't need that much information, you know. All you got to do is go insert image and it'll ask you where from. Am I a top or a bottom? Right square in the middle. I'm halfway between the top and the bottom. I'm on the middle floor. I'm sideways, like my hat. Do you think that if I wore my hat like this, people would ever come up to me and say, "Is your hat sideways?" No, it's supposed to be like this. Switch all the way. Switch what? Put it just backwards? Like this?
We know show media.
Apartment address adds up to 11.
You've warned us before about it.
ISTJ and ESTP are considered shadow types. They represent the shadow of your mind. Your mind doesn't have a shadow, you know. Diddy, will you stop being so sweaty, please? Okay?
Really?
Nobody wants your needless, sweaty, you know, needlessly sweaty sensuality, okay? You can just take your sensuality and shove it in your sensuality hole. Okay?
So Ruben and Acacia stayed at the rental place already.
Yeah, they did stay there.
I want to know if they, like, what does an 11 apartment mean? Like, and I want to see if Ruben and Acacia experienced that. That's aggressive.
Yeah. Needlessly, pointlessly dickish. We don't need a review because we're doing a month-to-month rental. It's not like a vacation rental, you know?
We're not doing,
Sorry.
we're not doing, Craigslist, not Craigslist, B&B, Airbnb anymore.
We might put it in the local paper. You know, we could even, in theory, put it in, like, maybe somewhere in, like, Oakhurst. Put it up in Oakhurst, maybe.
We can definitely do an Oakhurst. Did you guys experience anything like that when you were staying at the rental? Ruben and Acacia?
That's not why we're just eating ramen noodles. It's just because we're lazy. That's why. We have other foods we could make, but
Like what show media was saying, like triggering wrong emotions, being emotionally volatile.
we are not. We're not struggling. Almost. But to the extent that instant noodles are frugal, then that's a good thing.
You have to use some more.
Frugality is always a good thing. Did you experience any ghosts, any Sasquatches, any shadow people? Ribeye, this crap is the most amazing internet experience of your life. You found, lucked upon, you could say, you know, fell into a pitfall of treasure when you happen here to find yourself, because this is the place from which all truth, goodness, justice, righteousness, and wisdom spouts from. This is the fountain of it. You are welcome, and it may take you decades to realize the scope of your appreciation of this moment and of me and what I'm saying. It may be not until 25 years from now that you finally realize the full scope of just how wonderful a moment this is for you and how much it's turned out to mean. Watching this while drinking tea with honey and lemon.
That sounds relaxing.
Tea with honey and lemon. Wow. You know, times must be hard if you have to take tea with honey and lemon instead of milk. Drugs are bad, dude. Are they? Which ones are bad? Ribeye. Diddy disagrees with you, Ribeye. Diddy claims that crack at least is good. So, obviously, you two are not quite seeing eye to eye on this issue. I wonder why. By the way, have I mentioned, Ribeye, that you are the most delicious cut of steak?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're the first old man that eats instant noodles. My dad says it smells like pee. It doesn't smell like pee to me.
Wow, that's good. Honestly, like, when I started eating it, I was like, wow, these are actually really good.
I did not hear about it, Putty Cat. I did think the Olympics statement on, sex, gender, and competition was so ridiculously vague and not answering any questions definitively. I would say, Putty Cat, that such a thing might have occurred, and is something that the world needs to prevent from occurring again, but I wouldn't make too big of a deal about it. I think everybody is broadly in agreement that, a boxer with a Y chromosome should not win female boxing. So if that's occurred, then I'm sure it'll be dealt with soon enough. Regardless, it's nothing to be freaking out about. It seems like mostly a divisive conservative talking point more than anything else.
Mm.
No, I mean, I think everybody's basically in agreement with that. But you're going to get some kind of hardliners, right? Who want to push for more vagary or something. But it's just it's this moment in history. It's not going to persist like that. Yeah, because I don't think it's a serious problem by and large. I do think that it's something that we all need to be, clear on, that because of the risks of abuse of what should be a and on what should be a level competitive playing field, that we should preclude people who are not born a woman from competing as a woman. Okay, but the point is, it like Goblin said, it's mostly done to justify anti-trans shit. That's why the topic's brought up. It is true that people who are transgender and try to compete as women, even though they're dudes, cause a problem for everybody, for the trans community, for the straight regular people community, whatever you call them. Everybody, right? Those individuals who want to take advantage of their unfair competitive advantage from being born male while identifying as female cause problems for everybody. But I don't think they represent any group's agenda. I had a lot of dreams last night, speaking of dreams.
Yeah, I heard you start to talk about them.
I had some dream about my dad. I don't remember exactly what the details of it were. I wish I had got up and written it down or something. And then I had an extended dream about smoking cigarettes, which I was smoking cigarettes the whole time, and maybe inside the house too. I'm not exactly sure. Just home. Home is a fine word. Home is where your cottage is. It's not a cottage. It's just a house. Just a regular old house, okay? Hi, OJ. I'm doing fine. I agree those men should be ashamed of themselves. And I think most people who are transgendered agree as well that those men should be ashamed of themselves. That they can't you have to be completely deluded to try to win a women's sport with a Y chromosome. You have to be completely deluded because it's just ridiculous, There has to be a clear, bright line somewhere, and that's where we should draw it. And it's, I think, evident to everybody, including the vast majority of people in the trans community or the, you know, gender fluidity community or whatever you want to call it. No, I'm not going to shave. I look horrible without any facial hair. No, you should not fight women, Goblin. That's what I'm saying. You should have to fight dudes if you're going to fight at all. You don't have to fight at all, remember? You don't have to compete in a sport that has gender. You could compete in poker where it doesn't matter what your gender is. And Winston's mom says that boxer claims she was always a female, born a female, and is not transgender. So, it's also the case that if you were born female or not transgender and you happen to be a manly woman who's got a lot of testosterone, that should not preclude you from competing in the women's side of things either.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe that's the case with this person, that they have too high a testosterone score or something. So people are like, oh, maybe you're not really a woman, but she actually is. She was born with 2 X chromosomes and she's just kind of manly. So you have to make sure that those people are not precluded, whatever the test is that we use. But what's significant here is that the boxer claims, at least, that she was born a woman. She's not trying to get into the women's division while acknowledging that she was originally a man and transitioned into a woman. So the key thing there, Putty Cat, for you to remember is, since she's not making the claim that she's a trans woman and should be allowed to compete in women's sports, it's not relevant to any sort of trans stuff, right? It's not relevant at all. Because what you're worried about, and what people who are looking for something to express their anti-trans sentiment along the lines of are looking for, is a person who's is admittedly trans and is trying to compete in women's sports. That's not the case here, so it's bullshit. That just doubly makes it just purely a divisive conservative talking point, right? Because you're not even dealing with somebody who self-identifies as trans here. Okay, well, she failed the hormone test, but she claims anyway that not that she's a trans woman, but that she's an actual woman. I mean, my point is that if we were talking about a trans woman, then it would be relevant to the trans conversation. If we're talking about somebody who claims to have been born a woman and always been a woman, and they're just failing the hormone test, well, then perhaps they're illegally taking performance enhancing hormones like testosterone, in which case it's a performance enhancing drug problem, not a gender or sex problem. I'm not flailing or going on in circles. I mean, we could, I'm sure, figure out definitively whether or not this person was born a woman. We could also make an argument that a woman should not be able to use testosterone as a performance-enhancing drug for certain sports. Well, because I was given facts, Putty Cat. I trust Winston's mom with delivering unbiased facts about the situation. What you did was misrepresent the situation, really, because you claimed at the initial spot that the male boxer beat the female boxer in the Olympics. That's what you said, but that was a lie. Because, in fact, hormone testing is not the way that we can determine whether somebody's male or female. You could shoot me full of female hormones, and I might test as hormonally as a female, but I would still be a man, right? So, in fact, Putty Cat, it is absolutely a divisive talking point that you misrepresented the facts, right, from the outset. So, better check yourself before you further wreck yourself. I did not go in a circle at all. I took what you initially said to be factual. It turned out to be contrafactual. I assumed by what you initially said that this person was in fact born a man and had transitioned into a woman. But that was not the case, was it? So Yes, the person failed a hormone test. Okay, that doesn't make them a man. It makes them potentially abusing testosterone as a performance enhancing drug. I did not just go in a circle, Putty Cat. How could you possibly say I went in a circle? I started with what you said. I made certain points based on that. Then the information was updated by Winston's mom, who presented actual facts. And then I updated my position on the matter accordingly and pointed out entirely relevant things that were non circular, right? There's nothing circular about what I've done. I've explained that because the person does not identify as a man who's transitioned into a woman, because the person claims that she was born a woman, that the proper interpretation of this is that she either abused testosterone or some other means of failing the hormone test, not that we have a trans woman competing in women's events, nor that we have a man competing in women's events, right? That's not the conclusion to draw. You concluded the latter. That we have a man competing in women's events. Not trans, but a man, a male. So that's not the case. How did I go in a circle? Wrong about what? What am I wrong about? Well, I don't know, Pretty Cat. Have you had quadruped transition surgery? Have you had neck lengthening surgery? Have you transitioned to eating a diet of all leaves? Or what? Have you actually done anything to make me believe you're a giraffe? Except claim that you are? No. So it's not really a very good analog, is it? I guess I should say it's not a very good analogy. Well, now everybody's got me all fussed up.
Yeah.
Why? Because Putty Cat wants to come in here with politicized, partisan, divisive bullshit again. It doesn't matter at all, right? In the larger scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. We have to figure out what's going on with this chick. I'm sure some sort of competition committee will make a decision one way or the other based on this factor or that factor. But maybe they should be disqualified, maybe not. The point is, who the fuck cares? The only reason you care is because it supports the idea that this woke agenda is ruining everything. When it's just completely fucking make-believe, what you're saying. It's like, I get it. Things are changing. That's scary. Get over it. Oh, please. All I was talking about was the Olympics, not politics. You were not just talking about the Olympics. You were lamenting the fact that the clarity of the simple, clear binary that we once enjoyed between male and female has been clouded by a new generation of, identity subjectivists. Right? I get it. It's not easy to deal with a world in which all of a sudden you're asked to find fuzziness where there was none. That's going to be especially annoying to people who like things clearly understood. Like I said before, I had some trouble at first watching a trans person on Naked and Afraid. It made me uncomfortable just because it's something that seems like it should be black and white and it's gray, But after time, I got used to it, and I realized this is just a person who's got a lot of pain, a lot of abuse in their past, a lot of suffering, and a lot of perseverance, determined to succeed at Naked and Afraid, but also not somebody who engaged with the other people in a very healthy way. Although he wasn't being necessarily toxic.
No, he was just, I don't know, dramatic? or
sensitive.
sensitive. Yeah, yeah, like
Very, very
passive
sensitive.
aggressive.
A little passive aggressive, yeah.
Should we look at what Ruben has for us?
Sure. I don't feel bossed around by him.
Oh, that looks good.
It's 2 pages though, Ruben. That's not gonna do. It needs to be 1 page.
Like I like how the pictures are like lined up like that, but we definitely need it on 1 page.
Yeah. It needs to be on 1 page. So, I mean, you could just get rid of basically the property description, put under specs, where it says rents and utilities, put specs, include the rent, the price, the address, the 3-bed, 1 bath, and that's it, basically. You could do that. But, I don't know. It needs to be on 1 page. I think at some point you're going to throw up your hands in frustration and say, Eric, just use the one you had originally. No, I'm not on pause. Partridge in an orange tree. Why isn't it an orange tree? Why is it a orange tree?
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing in Winston-Salem is Putty Cat is not the only person around here who tries to infuse politics into things periodically. There are a lot of people, I would say a majority of people even, who have a relationship to engaging with political stuff emotionally. You know, it gives them some sort of satisfaction because they feel a lot of like juice. Those darn meows or these damn meows. So Putty Cat is not alone for wanting to infuse that stuff into this conversation. I am obviously, I don't like that. Yes. But that's non-unique to him. And sometimes I even infuse some political talk myself, but usually it's about like, hey everybody, we should recycle. Hey everybody, we should like be good to each other and like the environment, and we should be like cool and everything will be fine. There's my politics for you. What do you think? Am I going to win Statesman of the Year award? I don't think it's going to really make much of a difference for these physical posters that we're putting around as to whether or not how much pop it has or what have you, because the fact is there aren't a lot of monthly rentals available around here. I suppose I could post it on Craigslist. Is that where people still post rentals? I could send it to the newspaper, get a classified ad. I could go down to Madera County, see like maybe there's like county sites that let you list your rentals on them or something. I don't even know. It's possible there are public kind of government sites that let you do that. Around here, most people who rent their properties out, almost all of them rent them for vacation rentals because there's a fairly strong market for such around here. So month to month should be, we should have a lot of people jumping on this, I think. Rich man, save it for Portland. I don't understand what that means.
We're still thinking about going out into town and like going to put up the signs in like Pioneer Market and stuff. Right?
That's my plan, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's worth it. I think we're on a roll.
Okay, well, we just have to wait until Ruben gives up.
It is dope 3 charms. He looks good, doesn't he?
I don't think Winston's mom did anything she really needs to apologize for personally. Seems like she was critiquing your behavior, not your person. Although she did call you a bully, which is more of an ontological attack. But, I don't think she's done anything she really needs to apologize for. You and she are just perhaps in disagreement about the meaning of your introduction of that topic. There. Imagine it like this. It's like a dancer whose head is attached to my finger. They can still dance, but they're not really going anywhere.
Where'd you get the twist tie from?
I'm not sure. Found it in my pocket, I think.
Oh.
What did she lie about you? How did she lie? What did she say? I don't even know. People say things all the time. People say things about me. They say things like, Eric, you suck, and hey, Eric, fuck off. And Eric, you're dumb, and other things like that. You know what I say to them? I say, fine then, fine. Well, look, we all are a bunch of different people who all have varying degrees of suffering in our lives. And that suffering expresses in various ways too. Additionally, there are legitimate disagreements between people with differences of opinion, but the number one thing is almost all of us are prone periodically to blame somebody when really we ought to take a different approach. So, very easy perhaps to pile on to Putty Cat because he was being blamey. But we all do it sometimes. Let he who is without wrongness throw the first stone. And you'll note, I'm not really in the mood to throw stones. So that means no stones should be thrown because nobody else could even begin to make the claim to be without wrongness. That's just reserved for me, and even I'm not entirely without wrongness. Jesus wasn't without wrongness. Jesus was only without sin. He wasn't without wrongness. Wrongness is not inherently a sin. I would suspect that I'm less wrong than Jesus, but more sinful, obviously. So I don't think that's that much of a claim. There's no reason to believe that Jesus was especially correct about things, other than, proactive moral stuff, which is not really universalized. So anyway, good for me. Congratulations, Eric. You're more correct than Jesus.
Wow.
Yep. I'm not as sin-free, obviously, but I'm more correct. I think I'll eat something else, maybe. I'm going to have a manicotti. Do you want something else? Do you want an Italian food?
What?
Do you want an Italian food?
Um,
Do you want a manicotti?
no, thank you.
Okay. Like, did Jesus ever wear one of these twist tie nose circles? I don't think so. I have. I am doing it right now. 7 minutes. All right. While that's cooking, let's take a quick walk outside to discuss important matters like who's got that thing and what?
I really like your nose jet. Your nose,
Nose twist.
nose twist.
Yeah, that's what it's called, nose twist. Can't we all just get along? Let's go with Rodney King's wise words. Hey, everybody. Just because the cops almost beat me to death doesn't mean you guys should fight. Thanks, Rodney King. You're wise beyond your years. You're dead now, so you weren't really that wise because you didn't manage to avoid death. But still, you were right when you said, can't we all just get along? Because you know what? We can all just get along. And we will. Someday, you, me, and those other people will all get along. Until then, just keep on trucking, like the Grateful Dead once said. Living on reds, vitamin C, and cocaine. All you can say is, baby, ain't it a shame? Trucking. Down, just keep trucking on. All right, let's look here. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Yeah, well, you know, YouTube's getting more and more fussy. What was the lie that she supposedly said, Putty Cat? What way did she lie? I want to hear you articulate the specific lie that she supposedly told. We do all get triggered by different things. Well, I will be the philosopher king, but I assure you, no proper philosopher king would try to exclude plurality or pluralism, try to prevent people from voting or get rid of the democratic system. That's not properly. Okay, well, I don't know if that quite qualifies as a lie. You may say you're absolutely not. She's perceiving your opposition to certain components of an LGBT agenda that purportedly exists or that you seem to oppose as qualifying as such. That's not a lie, though. She might be wrong, but she's not lying. Okay. That's the sort of thing that's an opinion based on her interpretation of the evidence. She can't really be lying about that. She could be wrong, you know. Somebody might say that I'm a conservative. They're wrong, but they're not lying. Somebody might say I'm a liberal. They're wrong, but they're not lying. Somebody might say I'm anti-black because I oppose BLM for racializing what's fundamentally an issue of individual rights in violation thereof. They be wrong, but they wouldn't be lying. On the other hand, if they said, Eric smokes crack, they'd be lying. There's absolutely no reason to believe I smoke crack. No evidence that I do smoke crack. Nothing that I've ever said or done that could be interpreted, even by somebody who's wildly wrong, as smoking crack. So that would be factually incorrect and qualify as lying. The distinction being, one represents a frame through which people understand given statements and such, whereas the other represents a direct claim about something concrete. So, every day we learn another lesson. Today's one of those days. I'm just going to eat that manicotti and then I think we're going to go. Well, I mean, some people are going to think you're liberal, some people are going to think you're conservative, some people are going to think you're whatever, right? I don't worry about what people think I am, because what I actually am is correct. They might mistake my correctness as something they either holistically, heuristically agree with or don't, but and they may therefore misrepresent my correctness as being an example of something other than correctness. Well, I don't need to worry about that, because that's just other people being wrong. The world's full of that. It happens like constantly. It's one of the most common things in the history of mankind is everybody being wrong. Did the Athletics win? Good question. I don't know what happened last night in the game.
Did they win?
I think.
By
We beat the Dodgers last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat the Dodgers by a run last night because the Dodgers came back, but not quite all the way. Today, they're playing the Dodgers again at 6:40. All right, so I'm going to get this food. And then, one way or another, we're going to print out some flyers and we're going to go do that thing. If Ruben's done, fine. If not, we just go back to the original one. What I think is that Ruben is discovering just how difficult this little task really is. Okay. This reminds me of the time that Ruben's health made it such that we don't have a walk.
Partially involved with that too.
And I mean,
I don't know how.
Ruben just like, don't you want to use this job? And I'm like, wait, oh. What is that desk called? God damn it. I was like, that's fine, we have to start all over now, but I put them all right back, no problem. Except guess what he didn't put back? A wok that we were going to use to cook things in. We've been handicapped ever since. So, next time Ruben offers to help you, just keep that in mind. September 1st is the first USC football game. They are, for the first time, in the part of the Big Ten, and they were playing as their first opponent, LSU. What a way to start the college football season.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That'll be great. Okay, so over at my food. I'm going to eat a little bit more food than I had, just a cup of noodles. Let me put this trash bag here. Sure, we can get whatever's on the list, you know.
Yeah, there's not much. But I figured we could use some more non-alcoholics. Milk.
Yeah, sure, makes sense.
I gotta get new chips. I made a mistake.
Oh, with the Tapatio ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Just throw those away and we'll get new chips. Sometimes people make mistakes.
It just sounded so good, you know? Like, I like Tapatio, but I just realized, like, I like it dribbled.
I am looking forward to this interview coming out on Iago's channel. He interviewed me, but he's got to translate it into Spanish first, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe he's translating it for the captions, or I'm not sure. Seems kind of weird. Hopefully you don't get a dud renter. It doesn't pencil. What does it doesn't pencil mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It looks basically the same as it did originally. All right, I'll show you. He put it back to how it was, basically. He's putting some things in red there.
I think it's pretty good. Like, when I worked at a real estate office, they would print out, you know, like, these, like, sheets, like, on Zillow, like, that had, like, print, and most people, like, look, there was, like, one big picture of the house, and then everything was, like, in smaller font. People don't mind reading if they're interested.
It's looking good.
Yeah, it is.
I like it. Are you
Well,
done,
it's-
Ruben? We could say appears to have air conditioning. Well, Ruben, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I had help making that original one. I asked Gemini to do it for me. It generated most of the text. Gemini integrates seamlessly with Docs, Google Docs. Wow, that's horrible. The house does pencil. What does pencil mean? Well, I crumpled up the old version and threw it in the trash, but I could uncrumple it, I guess. All right, so it's done. Let's look at it. I'll turn the printer back on again. Yeah, I get it, but It's a little harder to be a deadbeat tenant when your landlord lives 1 minute away. It can, but I also know kind of a way to get around that. So, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we have a fairly large selection of people to choose from. And we get nice people. If we get somebody like me as a renter, I rented the same house in Temple City for 20 years.
It's true.
The thing is, the way around that is so well, this isn't especially affordable rent, but it's priced for the market. I asked Jim and I what's the price of that, and it gave me a good analysis of considerations. Recommended I price it $2,100 to $2,300 a month, but since we're providing $150 worth a month of services, I decided to go $2,350. So we just have to see how it plays out. You know, we'll see what kind of people we get. We'll see what our choices are, and we'll hope for the best. All right. Here's the old one. Here's the new one. Okay. This is the new one. Here's the old one. Ignore the crinkles. Yeah, I agree. Ruben's looks better. What do you think, Ruben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the way the pictures look.
Yeah. All right, Ruben. Good job.
Yeah.
You
good
win a
job.
prize.
Thank you for your help.
High five. You win a virtual high five. You know, I'm getting trash service because I don't want people to try to save money by taking their trash to the dump and having it pile up around the house, you know. And we're providing water because unlike most places in Mariposa, this place has water company water rather than well water. Let me print out a few more copies of this. Print out 3 more color copies, and I'll print out a few black and white copies. Oh, Max Steel, I don't need to oil up for you. You know, I consider the friction just foreplay. Thanks, Putty Cat. I agree. Smart move on the trash. So that's what we got here in the mix. Thank you, Ruben. You did an excellent job.
Yeah, it looks great. It really does.
I think these people who keep telling me to oil up are just representatives of the oil industry. You know, maybe canola oil, maybe coconut oil. I hear coconut oil is a good sensual oil to use because it doesn't get your body full of canolas. Welcome to the Butter Barn. Here at the Butter Barn, we serve nothing but butter all day long. Butter in the evening, butter in the morning, butter in your vitamins. Okay, we got 3 more of these color ones. We have 4 color ones. We could put up one at Bootjack, maybe one at Triangle Market, maybe, or actually, maybe we go to where like Sportsman's Cafe is and put one up
Oh yeah, that's a good
there,
idea.
right?
Okay, so one at
Sportsman's, one at
Pioneer,
one at Bootjack. If we get down there, one at Oakhurst Bonds, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna print a couple other like black and white ones. In case we have any other places we see that we might be able to put one, we'll put it there, you know. 5 copies, black and white. There. All right. We're rocking, we're rolling, we're way out of controlling. Any hip eateries? Where is Zillow a rental thing? We're not. I haven't put it on any yet, but I could Google that. Like, where to post a monthly house rental online?
So.
How much does it cost to do it with Zillow? I manage smaller properties. List properties. How does this, what does this work? Huh. Yes, I guess. I mean, this is what we want to do? Not sure. I guess we'll try. It allows you to attract renters on 3 of the top 6 rental search sites. See how it works.
Finding a renter to fill your vacancy can be challenging. When you manage multiple, the challenge grows. It's a manual effort to promote your rental properties on every platform, leaving you short of your potential opportunity.
Yeah, okay.
Streamline your exposure with access to a network of millions of renters with Zillow Feed Connect, the simple feed solution for listing your properties. Built with a professional property manager in mind, Zillow Feed Connect enables a seamless posting experience.
You're not telling me how much money I have to give you.
Simply
I thought it said it was for
listings across the
free.
entire
Yeah, it
Zillow
says
rental
that, but
allowing you to effectively broadcast
I don't
listings.
believe it.
Zillow Feed Connect syndicates listings from third-party rental platforms, so you can spend less time posting and more time connecting with tenants. Listings gain credibility with a verified source badge and increased visibility. Along with increased exposure and lead volume, Zillow Feed Connect listings receive more leads each day on average than comparable free listings. Review weekly analytics reports that give clarity to your performance at the property and portfolio level. Or access this information on demand through your account portal.
Fuck that noise.
With a dedicated support team committed to
Take a
your
percentage. It's ridiculous. No, thank you. A long-term house rental. I guess I'm not going to worry about this right now. We're just going to do what we plan to do. How about that?
It's a start, you know?
Yeah, let's start with that. Let's start with the plan we started with and not get sidetracked. Let's not have, what do you call it, mission creep. JJ, hello. I am that nice old man with whom you can do various tasks. However, we're about to part ways because I'm done eating this food. I'm going to pull some bong rips. We're going to end the stream, and then Rachel and I are going to go put some flyers some places.
Yeah, I know, Food Cat, that's something I think about too. I'm trying to think more positively, though.
Well, figure we're very unlikely to not get checks for at least a few months, whereas right now that thing's just costing us money. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm ready to give it a shot, see how it works out. I don't know if we're gonna get swimming lessons or not. Okay, now it's time for bong rips, then it's time to go. I could do that. I could do human build. We could get a sandwich sign, you know. Thanks, buddy cat. So, bong rips time. Let's do it. Let's get ready to go. Because I don't want to wait for my life to be over before I rent this fucking house. Well, you know what? It turns out that the rental business produces great disappointments for us, then we will just sell that house again and just say good riddance. You know, but hopefully it works out fine. We're hoping. We'll see. We've never done this before. So fingers crossed. This isn't an area that Rachel and I have expertise on, you know. Yeah, they call you when things break. I get that, but we just had the septic fixed to current code. It's like perfectly. It's good for years and years and years. There's no way they're gonna have plumbing problems. And with them being on, they're on propane appliances, so that we'll start them off with the basically full tank of propane that it has right now, and then when they run out, they're gonna have to get more propane for themselves. No, it's 23.50, but it includes trash service and water, unlimited water. Yes, pets are fine. I when Jim and I when Jim and I said generated the thing for me, it said no pets, no smoking. Pets and smoking are fine. I'm not worried about pets and smoking. If they smoke weed, then that'd be cool. We could smoke weed together. They probably don't want to hang out with their landlord, but Smoking pets. So pets are allowed, smoking is allowed, but smoking pets are not allowed. Only the humans are allowed to smoke. Pets required. We will not accept any tenants who don't bring at least one or two pets in. Yeah, well, your mind's along the same lines as mine there, Putty Cat, regarding that. We don't want to list it on any of those places because those are for short-term rentals, Winston's mom. We don't want to do a short-term rental because it's so much more hassle with the county, and you have to pay more taxes, and in the end, it turns out to be not much more money for a lot more work. Well, okay, well, hopefully they know not to flush tampons. If they do, then it's going to clog the toilet, not the septic. Both of our cats smoke. Trouble smokes cigars, Capilla smokes Virginia Slims. And I gotta say, they do an excellent job of not leaving burn holes in the carpet and stuff.
They do.
Those plugs really mess up the septic. Really, tampons do. I didn't.
Tampons are a real mess. You really shouldn't.
You don't put yours down the toilet, do you? You do?
I do.
You flush your tampons?
I always have, yeah. I know. Now that you know, I won't do it anymore.
I mean, well, we haven't had any problems yet.
I haven't actually been using tampons, so
what have you been using?
Pads.
Do you flush those down the
No.
toilet? When he smokes cigarettes, he smokes Pall Malls unfiltered, but these days he mostly smokes cigars. I did not know. I just kind of thought, well, I just never see any tampons in the trash. She must just wrap it up really well.
I do wrap, like the plastic part. I do wrap it up and stuff.
Well,
I don't put my wipes in the.
You know what? They say everything's not good for everything. So let's just not freak out about it. But you learn something every day about even your beloved spouse. I did not know that Rachel was in the habit of flushing tampons down the toilet.
Yeah.
I hope you've not been flushing paper towels down the toilet.
No, I promise you. I promise you. That's like the only thing that because sometimes. No.
We haven't had any problems yet.
I haven't been using tampons really, because sometimes I get cramps and they make the cramps worse. So I'd rather wear pads.
Yeah. Fair enough. Why don't you just use like a dish towel?
That's
what
they used to do in the past.
Yeah. That'd be fine too. And you just wash it and then wash. Just don't wash it with other things, probably.
Speaking of, I have to wash towels today. Some of those things. Honestly, I'm really hyped to get this rolling.
All right. Well, let me just finish with the bong rest and we'll go.
Keep your time. Yeah, take your time. I'm not trying to rush you. I'm just I could use a diaper.
Could use a diaper, yeah. You know what? You could just be like on Naked and Afraid and sit outside and bleed onto the earth. Bleed onto Mother Earth.
Yeah, we've only really seen one lady who had that problem.
Or at least they talked about it openly on the show. Maybe others did, or they just
didn't talk
about it, you know. There was this one lady who was on Naked and Afraid, and she got her period, and she was all like, I'm sharing my blood with Mother Earth in Africa, with Mother Africa. And it's so wonderful. And really, it was just like, lady, how could that be wonderful? You're on your period, but instead of getting to be comfortable inside, you're all dirty and hot and naked in Africa. How could that be wonderful?
Exactly. And you have nothing like to block where the blood goes. Ugh.
So, you know, are we going to eat while we're in town? I just had my manicotti, which is Italian for cheese dumplings with red sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. By the way, is wine good for you this week? It's not good for me, I'll tell you that.
Not good.
It's good to cook with, though. I do like to cook with wine. Even last time we were at the store, I actually bought a bottle of wine just to cook with. I went straight from pre-menstrual to post-menstrual. You know, Putty Cat, and I'll tell you this. I have on occasion in the past been very rude, inexcusably so, to Winston's mom, and she forgave me eventually. I've never really seen her be unreasonably rude to anybody, really, but
No.
But most of the rest of us are sometimes. I certainly am. Rachel's not really either, but
I try not to be.
you're pretty.
Sometimes I get a little bit trigger. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But it's usually called for. How do I handle it empathetically? I understand that his moods may be changing rapidly and that he might need a little bit more sleep and he might be craving things. So I just let him be, experience it, and hopefully I can provide some support.
Yeah, when she walks in and she sees me lying in bed with a pickle spear up my butt, she knows I'm just treating my PMS. What do I think of Olympic Games opening? Well, Olympic Games opening sounds like a ceremony. What do I think of ceremonies? I'm not a complete moron. I don't ever watch any ceremonies. Some people do.
Oh my god, I used to watch the opening ceremonies with my parents.
I don't watch ceremonies, I don't watch parades, and I don't believe I'm missing anything.
You're really not.
For people who watch ceremonies, well, I'm assuming you're into watching super boring, super gay stuff, you know, and that's fine.
I used to do a lot of that with my parents. Thanks, Simple Girl. Thanks, Pretty Cat.
Yes, a wedding is a ceremony.
Yeah, and I'm...
And look, I am not above participating in a ceremony. Okay, I didn't say everybody who ever participates in a ceremony is insane. I said everybody who ever watches a ceremony is insane.
I've been known to have temporary insanity with the wrong people.
Yeah, so, you know.
Parades are fucking terrible.
We all have our squishy subjective moments that require a ceremony. When Rachel and I got married, we needed a ceremony. It needed to be nice. We needed to impress the family. We needed to, you know, I needed to demonstrate that Rachel's in good hands. She's going to be well cared for, etc. You know, so that's fine. But I wouldn't expect anybody who doesn't know me or Rachel to be even remotely interested in watching that ceremony. You know?
It wasn't a long ceremony either. It was pretty quick. It was pretty like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, you could watch our ceremony here on the YouTube because we have done it. Am I gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm I'm cissexual. Cissexual means that the same as cisgender. I'm the sexuality I was born as. What's known as a girl humper.
What happened?
I printed some out black and white so we had some extra ones without using all the color ink.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing is, you want to not get too low on the colored inks.
Some of them got printed off. That's so weird.
Oh, was it not on clean pieces of paper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Am I active on Quora? Yes. Not really active. I have stuff on Quora, though. Some stuff. A little bit. Well, the ones that printed over something else, we just have to throw it out.
Yeah. They printed over lyrics.
We didn't have clean pieces of paper in there. This one's fine. Well, at least we got the ones we got, you know. And hold on. Oh, this is one piece of paper. And these are all okay. This is all trash. So we got one black and white and 4 color ones, right?
Yep.
That's fine. That's plenty of those. We don't need more than that. That's what somebody said after Marie Antoinette's head was chopped off by the guillotine. One of the onlookers said, "You know what? I think she actually looks better this way." They were just being a hater, I think. That's what I think. Well, because I was planning on printing 4 or 5 black and white copies, because the thing is, you don't want your color ink to get too low. If I need to put more black and white black ink in, I have more black ink. If I need to put more color ink in, I can't print in black and white no matter how much black ink I have. And then I have to order more color ink. So I try not to run out of color ink, and you run out of it fast. It's crazy that the last guillotine execution was 1977.
Yeah, that was insane.
That's
actually.
crazy.
I had no idea that it lasted that long.
I mean, here's the deal. It's an excellent execution method. It's much more humane, reasonable, quick, definitive, etc. than any of the alternatives. Electric chair, gas chamber, way too complicated. Hanging takes a long time, can be very inhumane. Lethal injection, too complicated. Firing squad, I guess, but
Still not as instant, really.
not as instant, not as definitive, not as consistent, you know? I can't think of anything as consistent as a guillotine, nor as definitive or all the other things you want it to be, right? So why don't we use the guillotine in America? Just because it's older tech doesn't mean it's worse. Like, you gotta have some super high tech way to execute people. It's ridiculous. I don't think you can beat the guillotine. Terrence Oglesby offers his perspective on politics, which, you know, okay, you've expressed your position. Some of those poor people suffer on the table. Right. Wouldn't guillotine be better than any other means you can think of? I can't think of any better way to execute people than the guillotine. Any cleaner way, any quicker way, any more humane way?
No.
So maybe we should bring it back. Okay, Rachel, are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you're ready.
Let's do it. We'll feel so accomplished once we get this done. So what do you want to do? Do we want to make our way all the way into Oakhurst or not? We could go like this. We could go Triangle Road to town. Hit the market. Maybe stop at Grizzly Gas, see if there's something there. There might be. The place outside Concierge.
Yeah.
See if we can put it there. Maybe we should bring some push pins.
Yeah.
Push pins. We should also bring some like tape. Okay. So here's some tape. Thanks for the well wishes, everybody.
I have push pins upstairs.
I think there's some. I saw some over here somewhere, but oh no, that was at the other house. But there's some right here. There's some of these plain silver ones. Like this. Can you see it? That one. Okay, kitty. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna grab some of these push pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring these all in case we want to pin it at the top, pin it at the bottom, or something like that. You know.
Do you have enough? I have some.
Well, I have 7 in my hand. Is that enough? There's one I dropped on the ground that I'm looking for. I got tape as well.
Okay. Alright, then we're covered. We have tape and push pins.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, thank you. Those all go in there. This can go in there.
Do we need a scissor?
Yeah, we should probably bring a little scissors. Let's get, not that scissors. Let's get. This is fine. Okay, we got these scissors. We got this turned off. Okay. See you later, everybody. We love you. We'll see you later. And don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. She is an INFJ. That lady, she's an INFJ.